Hi, ladies and gentlemen, this is Eddie Marcus, and I'm here again, and you know why. It is because of you. Today is the day we celebrate Easter on here in this country. Many people who have been having church over the phone or over the some other kind of medium rather than actually going to the churches. But today is a day of celebration, so many of them are dressed up as they've always done on Easter. They put on their nice looking stuff with bright colors, stuff that all mixed together like a society of all mixture of people, shades of people. And they go to the church and they celebrate what they call the resurrection of Jesus Christ. They've had the Passover and they've had the crucifixion, they've had the burial, and on this day, he's resurrected. Now, according to history, back in those days when he arose from the dead, he went and mingled with his people. And they got a chance to identify. Those were the ones that walked with him, those who actually got a chance to see him. Those are the ones who could go back to the people and say exactly what they could say because they knew it was absolutely true. These are the ones who were so convinced now that they could lay hands on the sick and they would recover. These are the ones who had experienced the reality of God in his fullness. And so they were to bring the message to the rest of us. And somewhere down the line, the message got lost and we got caught up in the trap, which says that all of those things that were apparent back in those days aren't anymore. In other words, at one time it was a faith that we had to walk according to, and now it has changed to be a belief that keeps us null and void. So, on this Easter, I don't think I would get that kind of a message. But what I actually am saying to everybody that hears my voice is that if I were going to celebrate this as the resurrection day of Jesus Christ, a man who lived amongst us and told us how good it is to be good and kind as opposed to being mean and evil and hateful and bigot. So he walked according to the way that he told us about. And that way, in a world like this, in a world like that, got him killed, as it is an indication that it will get any of us today who walked according to God's way. Unless the world changed, we'd be killed as well. But we understand that because Jesus says this is the way. But he didn't just stop there. He went into the ground, or he went into whatever he went into. Maybe got burned up for those who get burned up. But what happened was, after a period of time, he came back to say to the people, you can't, this is victory. This is victory. Death cannot hold you. Everybody else bound into slavery. Everybody else is bound to something, whatever condemnation they got to go through because they fear death, even though they know that every last one of them are going to die. Yet they will do any and everything they possibly can to stay alive, sell their soul to the devil. Now they say other people sell their soul because it is so obvious. But you got those who are so righteous, so righteous. You can't get any more righteous than that, except even they have sold their soul. Why? Because just like the rich young ruler, you say, give it up and go for the gusto. And he said, no, got to keep my faith in what I know. And that's what everybody else is saying as well. Before they die, they'll go and take up a gun and go on a battlefield, knowing that they got to kill somebody or possibly be killed. They're willing to take a chance on that than to stand up and do the right thing, even though it might get them killed. It's amazing, isn't it? That that's the way we see things. And yet we celebrate Jesus' resurrection. What does it mean? How many of us are going to, having gone through this experience this time, we're going to start demanding that everybody, not just in America, have free food as long as they live on earth. How many amongst us having this experience is going to demand, require that everybody got free housing, everybody got free education, everybody got free health care, everybody got free transportation, everybody got guaranteed a career of their own choosing that they love. Everybody can participate in the process of causing a manifestation of such an abundance of the goods and services that have been determined by the people as being essential, not just for their survival, but for the satisfaction in their lives. And you, the people, are engaging in it together, utilizing free resources that's given to you by the same power that made you. And by so doing, we, the people, suffer for nothing. We have no reason to lie, to cheat, to steal, to kill, to hate, to be a racist, a bigot, or anything. We have no reason to go to war. And so when somebody talks to you about a trillion and a half money to start being more able to kill and to destroy and to cause pain and suffering to others, surely you could turn right around and think about acting like we get rid of all of that, that now people can be peaceful, free, prosperous, fulfilled, and satisfied, and get the opportunity to live the life instead of dreaming a dream. I say to you, ladies and gentlemen, on this Easter, there's no better way that you can celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ is that you allow that same spirit that was alive in Jesus Christ as we understood it to be. Now allow that same spirit to be alive in you to do what you were designed to do. It all fits in. You might not know the whole story, but you do know what you love, and that is what you were designed to do. So, what's your excuse? This is a message I know is new to you, and I'm glad I have the opportunity to connect with you. I want to thank you so very much for giving me this your time. And if you do get a chance to listen to some of the other posts that have been made, it's all about the same thing. It's all about glorifying God by an example, by the love that you show to everybody else through one another, for one another. Thank you